Hey guys, you probably won't survive this story without a serious case of inspiration, so brace yourselves. We're talking about a transformation so epic, it makes your morning coffee seem weak. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And hey, tell me where you're watching from and what time it is for you right now in the comments below. We're diving into the world of Marcus Valdez, a kid who, at 17, practically evaporates into the background of Westfield High. Standing barely 5 feet 6 inches and weighing what feels like a feather, Marcus sports thick-rimmed glasses that absorb everything while revealing nothing. Most students don't even know his name, which is, frankly, a bit rude after 2 years. What they definitely don't know, however, is that Marcus spends his evenings in his Uncle Roberto's downtown gym, where he's been secretly training in mixed martial arts since he was 12. Think about it. A kid who looks like he'd get knocked over by a strong breeze is actually a walking, breathing, silent martial arts encyclopedia. Historians still argue whether the concept of underestimation was invented specifically for people like Marcus. It's almost comical how little the school's star quarterback, Derek Morrison, built like a linebacker, and oozing swagger knows about the quiet storm he's about to unleash. The trouble, as it often does, starts with an accidental bump in the hallway. Derek, along with his cronies Tyler and Jordan, takes immediate offense, scattering Marcus's books across the polished floor. The hallway falls silent, a collective gasp, or maybe just a dramatic pause from dozens of students. No one helps Marcus as he kneels, his face burning. Tyler, almost as big as Derek, taunts him, kicking his textbook further down the hall. It's like a bad movie trope, right? The bullies never learn. Marcus, jaw clenched, just wants to walk away, but Derek blocks his path, demanding an apology. Marcus, ever the quiet one, mumbles it, but it's not enough. The rest of that day blurs into a haze of sideways glances and muffled laughter for Marcus. By lunch, everyone's heard the story, and Marcus sits alone, picking at a sandwich. He texts his uncle, "Had a rough day. See you at the gym tonight." Roberto's swift reply, "The mat doesn't lie, nephew. Come ready to work," is exactly what he needs. That afternoon, Marcus channels his frustration into pure, unadulterated training, hitting the heavy bag with unusual intensity. Roberto, ever the astute observer, notes the tension. "Something's bothering you," he observes, but Marcus shrugs it off. Handling something and letting it fester are two different things, Marcus, Roberto, wisely states. He reminds Marcus about respect, earned not given, and the idea that sometimes people need to learn the hard way they've underestimated someone. It's like a Zen master giving life lessons, but with significantly more punching. The bullying, predictably, escalates over the next few days. Derek and his crew seemingly make Marcus their new hobby, blocking his path, knocking books, and slinging insults. But the real gut punch isn't the physical stuff, it's the way other students just stand there, watching, doing absolutely nothing. It's a classic bystander effect, isn't it? Psychologists still debate the exact mechanisms that keep a crowd silent, but here, it's just plain disheartening. On Thursday, things take a nastier turn. Tyler and Jordan corner Marcus at lunch, Derek conveniently absent. They try to play nice, feigning friendship, before Tyler grabs Marcus's wrist. The cafeteria feels like a pressure cooker, everyone pretending not to notice while soaking up every detail. Jordan, reeking of cigarettes, leans in close, asking if Marcus will cry to mommy. It's an almost archetypal villain moment, minus the swirling cape. Tyler twists Marcus's wrist, just enough to cause pain without being obvious. This isn't casual bullying anymore. It's a calculated campaign to make his life miserable. Marcus thinks of his mother's advice about using his fists only to protect. What am I protecting by staying quiet? He wonders, a crucial question that hangs in the air. That night at the gym, Marcus trains with a focused fury. Roberto sees the raw anger, acknowledging it as fuel if used correctly, but cautioning against letting it consume him. The question remains. The answer comes sooner than Marcus expects. Friday morning feels charged with an unusual tension. Marcus navigates his first few classes, nerves on edge, until he sees a crowd gathered near the gym during lunch. Derek's loud, mocking voice cuts through the whispers. Where is he? Where's our little friend Marcus? Marcus's blood runs cold. He pushes through the crowd and finds Derek holding his backpack like a trophy, while Tyler rummages through it, tossing Marcus's belongings across the floor. Then, Tyler holds up a photo of Marcus and his mother from last Christmas, a precious memory snapped just after a cancer treatment. Mama's boy carries a picture of Mommy to school. Tyler sneers, and the crowd laughs. That photo, that memory, something snaps inside Marcus. This isn't just about his dignity anymore. It's deeply personal. Give that back, Marcus says, his voice cutting through the laughter. He steps forward, and the crowd parts, sensing the shift. Derek, with his cruel smile, taunts him further, inviting Tyler to keep the photo, even suggesting he might call Marcus's mom. The words hit Marcus like a physical blow. The hallway goes silent, a collective intake of breath. This is it. This is the moment. He thinks of his mother's promise, his uncle's words about choosing battles. This isn't about pride. It's about protecting what matters. Last chance, Marcus says, his voice so quiet the crowd strains to hear him. Give me my things back. Derek towers over him, dismissing him, asking if he'll fight all three of them. But then Marcus looks up, and for the first time, Derek sees it. No fear, no pleading, just a cold, calculating calm that completely disarms him. Marcus moves with impossible speed, locking Tyler's wrist, the photo fluttering to the ground. Tyler cries out, trying to pull away, but Marcus's grip is like a steel vise. Don't, Marcus says to a stunned Derek, a quiet authority in his voice. He forces Tyler to retrieve the photo, then calmly gathers his belongings. The hallway is dead silent as Marcus, backpack shouldered, lays down the new rules. You're going to leave me alone. You're going to leave my things alone. And if I ever see you bothering anyone else, we're going to have another conversation. He walks away, leaving Tyler and Jordan staring as if they've seen a ghost. The word spreads like wildfire. The quiet kid with glasses stood up to the bullies and won. The shift at Westfield High is subtle at first, then undeniable. Marcus gains a new reputation, not just as someone you don't mess with, but as someone the underdogs can turn to. He becomes an accidental protector, his presence often enough to make bullies think twice. Derek, Tyler, and Jordan adapt. Derek attempts to salvage his status by picking on targets he thinks Marcus won't defend, only for Marcus to extend his protection to anyone who needs it. Tyler becomes almost comically polite, while Jordan's resentment festers silently. The ultimate test arrives when Marcus steps in, his quiet authority making Derek back down, a stark reminder of their last encounter. Marcus's growth isn't just physical. It's in his understanding of true power and responsibility. His mother, receiving calls from grateful parents, tells him how proud she is. You've been protecting people, she says, not hurting them out of anger or pride. That's justice. Jake Morrison, one of Derek's frequent targets, and, surprisingly, his younger brother, even joins Roberto's gym, inspired by Marcus. The culture at Westfield High changes. Bullying lessens, students speak up more. Marcus never seeks conflict, but he never backs down either. He understands the difference between fighting and protecting. On graduation day, as he walks across the stage, he sees Jake, Amy, even Derek. Roberto tells him he's proudest that Marcus never became them. The greatest victory wasn't defeating the bullies. It was defeating the part of himself that wanted to be like them. True strength, he realizes, is using your power to make things better for everyone. As he looks out at the faces, the teachers, the underclassmen, he understands. The bullies had picked on the wrong person, but in the end, everyone had become better for it. He carries that lesson with him, knowing that the quiet kid who found his voice by standing up for others would never forget.